Wow, where on earth did that come from? Outstanding. When Gonzo asked me yesterday if I'd film a reaction video after the game, I said, of course I will, mate. But I did expect to be throwing around the same old cliches of no heart, hunger, passion, desire. That couldn't be further from the truth. We showed all of that today and more. That's got to be a benchmark now. The players, whether Pellegrini's going to be here in 5 or 6 games' time or not, the players themselves have to look in the mirror and say, that's the benchmark. That's the standards we expect from ourselves in terms of commitment and work rate and desire. Because today they just showed it in abundance, and we made it so difficult for a really good Chelsea team. The lineups came out. I did think it was the lineup of a desperate man, a man that was on the brink. He had to do something radical, and he did. I was concerned about the Snodgrass and Fornals being wide. I didn't think they'd have the pace to play out there, but I was proved totally wrong there, because what they actually did, those two worked so hard that they managed to negate the threat that Chelsea had wide by protecting their fullbacks as well as they did. So he got that spot on. Dropping Haller even is a big gamble, but Antonio was terrific today. He didn't give defenders a moment's peace, did he? He really worked his socks off. And those 2 chances even he had in the first half, they're from desire. They're from desire to get in front of your man in the box and get on the end of things. And he was really unlucky with the second one, because it was a good header. It was just a very good save from Ariza Bergalaga. That's not easy to say, is it? But it was a really good save from him. Hopefully Haller, I mean, I've criticised him a little bit in recent weeks. I do think he's a quality player, of course he is. You don't do what he did last season unless you're not a quality player. He will come good, there's no doubt about it. But the argument of lack of service, that whilst in a way that's true, you've also got to be willing to make things happen yourself. When balls come into the box, even if you're the only man in the box, you've got to be willing to get in front of your man. You've got to be willing to work off scraps at times. You've only got to watch Jamie Vardy. Even when Leicester aren't playing well, which isn't very often nowadays, but even when in the past they've not been playing well, Jamie Vardy will work his absolute socks off, and he will work off scraps, and he will make things happen. And sometimes that's what you need from your centre forward. And Antonio gave us that today, so I can't praise him enough. He was absolutely terrific, because to be fair, they all were. Aaron Creswell, his finish, the way he's chopped inside and finished that on his weak foot, tremendous. And a goal to win any game of football. And it's 3 goals for him this season. 3 goals, 1 goal behind our leading goal scorer. Terrific. Another change to the starting lineup was Dave Martin. That was one that I think we could all agree on. It had to happen. Roberto was a man lost. His confidence was shot to bits. He had to come out the team. He just had to. Martin came in. And I tell you what, I found myself at one point, corner came into the box and he just come and claimed it out the air. I celebrated a goalkeeper claiming the ball out the air from a corner, because it's something I've not seen our goalkeeper do since Fabianski got injured. And it just relieves the pressure on the whole back four. And they did look a lot more comfortable today with him behind them. And he just instilled a bit more of a calmness in the whole team, really. And it showed. And I couldn't be more pleased for him. The emotion he showed at the end, I had a lump in my throat myself. I really did. He's obviously a West Ham boy. He's obviously got the connections with his dad, Alvin. He's played at a lower level, and he's come in, he's put in a really good performance like that, and he's kept a clean sheet. I couldn't be more pleased for the guy. Absolutely buzzing for him. And what a massive result. And like I say, I think we just need to look at that now as the benchmark. That's what we expect. And we go into Wolves. Hopefully the players have had a shot in the arm now that they needed, a big confidence boost. And yeah, let's start climbing the table. Let's start putting in some decent performances like that, because we've shown we can. And hopefully everything will be all right. As for Pellegrini, we'll wait and see. I mean, it can still go either way, can't it? But for today's game, you have to give credit where credit's due, because they obviously played for him. There's no doubt about that. They ran their socks off. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, really. I don't think there's a lot more to say. I'm just over the moon, quite frankly, as I'm sure we all are. David Martin, cult hero, legend.